up? I'm just kidding, you guys. What's up? It's Monday. It's gonna be 115 today. We gotta get rolling on this shit. Today or this week, I'm gonna be filming Max's sign. If you guys don't know who he is, I'll post him here up somehow, whether it be a phone vertical shot, horizontal shot, whatever it may be. But I have all the shit right here on the floor. This sign here is going to be lit up. Well, just the material itself, kind of color, kind of grayish. We're gonna go with a neutral color because that's what the customer and the client want. We're gonna get right into this. I hope you guys enjoyed that little bomb of confetti because I'm like that. We got the top part. I think this is supposed to be like tread. So we got the top part. Gotta be careful not to cut myself because the sides are sharp. Here's the D. Power, which way it goes? I think this way. Oh, my humor. We got the E. We got act. And then we got the N. And we got the bottom of the sign, the finish of the tread. I think it's tread. I'm not quite sure. That's what I'm calling it. So here's the bottom of the sign. I'm going to put this together a little bit, and just to let you guys know, on all of my builds that I do not do the edge of it until the very last. Now there's a specific reason why I do that. I line it before it's actually cut nicely, like the edges are smooth, because I like to stick both of the pieces together that were already cut equally so that way it fits better. Okay, so perfect example right here. If I were to just grind that shit off, all that extra material, and let's say the bottom is less than the top, then I'm pretty much fucked and I mess up on my shit. But if I left it like this and I tacked it all together and I put the little indents, the little spaces in between like I did on Chloe's video, if you haven't seen that, please go check it out. If I put the spacers in, after like I grinded all of this shit here off, then I'm gonna mess up the details on this. So it goes for this line right here, if you guys can see it, right there on the second one right there. If I went ahead, just grinded all that shit off, it would look like this for an example. It would look off. That's why I do not grind my pieces down before I put spacers in. Plus you have more material in the back, so if you end up messing up, then you can fix it later on. But for now, I'm just going to align all these letters, put them the way that they need to be, so that way I can put down, I'm gonna do permanent marker. Okay, so we're on my personal phone here. My camera actually died, so we have a 3/16 round stock right here. I have this little toolbox that I just put everything in. Here's the bigger round stock, you guys can see that. Just my little stash of 3/16 round stock. Oops, so put it across an edge, like this. So these markings here are about 2 inches. Mark them out all the way around. 2 inches. Guys, so I don't want to get copyright for music. I'm taking my orbital sander. I took the grinder with the flop disc on it, and I was not supposed to do that. I took my orbital sander, and I'm just taking off the little things here and there. You can see where like the grinder marks are, but we're gonna take those out very carefully. Okay guys, so for this here, I don't know if you guys can see me, so hopefully you guys can. But this here, I don't even know what grit this is. It don't say. Just any kind of grit that you guys can get your hands on would do perfectly great. I'm just gonna take an orbital sander to all of these edges, them up. I already know my measurements, basically 2 inch, and then all you have to do is just line these corners up, draw a line across. There is some pimples around here, like these here, you guys can see them. So all I have to do is basically take a hammer and take them out like that. Feel for them. And I already cleared up the table with the blower, but I'm not getting any luck. We're gonna end up doing the D segment, and then we're gonna end up doing the top and then the bottom, and then the letters as well, which are right there. Now let me tell you guys something. If you have never used an orbital sander or any kind of tool in your life, let the machine do the work for you, because it's a lot more easier. Jam up your fucking tools, then your tools are gonna give out on you. That's a lesson, hard lesson learned. I just took my grinder and I took all the edges and I got rid of the loose shit that was on here. I got rid of all the like grimy shit that was on there, because the letters are going to be this color right here. I'm gonna sand them, make them all pretty. Here is the actual backing of the sign. This here's all done, but this is gonna get colored black.
I figured that I would take this at first, but the lowest that the TIG machine went was 45 amps. So here I am just being stupid and putting in some filler rod into this piece. And as you can tell, it left a whole gap. I'm over here trying to save its life. 45 amps was the lowest that this machine would go, so I just stuck that filler rod in there and filled the hole up. All these handmade rivets that you see, I cut 99 of them. 99! These spacers that you see me putting in there are 3/4 of an inch. I'm not concerned about not using any gloves. It doesn't get that hot. However, if I were to use a bigger machine, of course I'd wear gloves. I cut up some 3/4 of an inch of this bar that I found in the back. It was perfect. I cut 3 little sections out of it and I put them in between each layer, spaced them out evenly. Here is an update. I know you guys have been watching it. What are you guys for? All the letters on the top are all tacked, and then we are just doing the bottom and putting it all together. Alright guys, I got these LED lights and they're 16.5 feet and they're just still in the box, and they will be in the box until the sign gets painted. What have you guys missed in this next clip? But in reality, it's been, I don't know, like a day. First of all, I'm listening to Leonard Skinner and Freebird. I actually got everything on the other side of this sign all welded, all grinded, and the same on the back side as well. So this is what has been going on. I just grinded all the stuff down. I left a little bit of weld so it can stay in place. I'm just checking all of them. So like that one there, I have to re-weld it. If you guys don't know what round stock is, this is it. I have an 1/8 thick of round stock right here. They're about 10 feet long, 20 feet long. Anyways, you guys, this here's what I use to hold up the sign, structure the sign. I also need to go get some washers because that's what I use to anchor the sign for when it gets shipped to the customer. That way all they have to do is screw some shit into their wall. All right, so the back is now done. Alright guys, I don't know how much room I have on this. However, this is how the sign looks right now. I'm just grinding this shit down. Whatever didn't get covered by the actual welds, like these here, I have to go back over them again. Even like the little things like that. And I just like to go back over my work and see how they did. And if things don't look right to me as an artist, then I go back over and I correct my mistakes. Kind of like this here. How this here doesn't have a weld. You can see it right there. I mean, like it does, but it doesn't. Like that. See how it goes through?